Hello and welcome back to Subnautica with myself, Hollow. Thank you very much for joining me again in this wonderful game. As you may notice, the ship over there is currently in a pretty good state. It's this weird sort of land part right next to me. And quite simply, I'm in a new place. So, here's the deal, man. I loaded up the game. New update came out. Really excited to improve my base and add to it with all the new things I could and explore the new things. Show you guys that. And unfortunately, what actually did happen is it warned me and said, you're not going to get most of the updates and you're going to have problems in the future very soon when more updates come out. If you play on this save file, we strongly recommend that you make a new game save. So, it means I have to start from the beginning again. Now, that was really hard to swallow at first. I spent, weeks working on this stuff, done a lot of stuff off camera for you guys to bring you the best experience with Subnautica. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is try, and I'm gonna really blast through everything and try and get close to where I previously was in the game. We have tons of new stuff in game, and I get to experience and explore it all fresh once more, and I am kind of excited about that premise. So, here we go. Let's try and recapture some of what we previously had. Okay, absolutely tons of stuff gathered. We have a lot of scrap metal, meaning a lot of titanium. We have a lot of copper. We have a lot of quartz. And you know what we're going to go ahead and do? We're going to go ahead and check what's inside this thing right here. We haven't actually looked in the storage box. We have in the RNG spawn magnesium. 2 wiring kits, 1 normal, 1 advanced. That's very useful. The magnesium saves me a lot of pain. And a computer chip. Actually pretty good spawn, I would say. Quite happy about it. Let's begin. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves as much titanium as we can get our hands on. We're going to build our basic supply of tools. So we're going to need things like the knife. We're going to need things like the air sac and whatever else we can get our hands on. So I'm going to go through that, try and work out what it is I need to prioritize. Alright, so we have ourselves our knife, our weapon of choice. We have 2 tanks for extra breathing. Eat this food, so we're okay. We found a seamoth fragment, which is wonderful. We're only going to need 1 of those. And we can go ahead and store the rest of what we have here and keep going. So now I'm able to breathe for 105 seconds. That's almost 2 minutes. It took me like, how many episodes to get to this stage? Fucking hilarious. I want to get a still suit next as my main priority. So I'm going to take you along for the ride on this one. Basically what that is, a still suit, is something that gains moisture from swimming and the like, from myself. It's basically like, it's kind of fucked up. It's like drinking and eating your own sweat a little bit. Kind of gross, but very efficient, honestly, for someone who wants to play the game as efficiently and as fast as possible to a certain stage. So we have the fragment to make the seamoth. We're going to need the fragment analyzer, so that's definitely going to be one of the other main things. So we need a lot of quartz, I believe. It's going to be basically the main resource that I gather here. Sure, I'll get scrap metal from time to time. There's some bloaters right there. So I can actually go ahead and grab them and make ourselves the air sac, which is the other sort of main tool I'm going to need. I need to make myself some fins as well, because it means I swim faster. And I'm so used to moving at like a certain speed now. This feels really sluggish and well, quite specifically, slow right now. I feel really slow. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself some fins. I'm going to need some silicone for that. I believe I need 2 silicone, which is about 4 quartz. I think we have enough for that now. We're going to need more silicone for the still suits. So we're going to need more quartz. And we're going to need silver, 2 silver. We're going to need probably a lot more silver than just 2 silver though. Fortunately, I know exactly where to go. We want to get ourselves through the creep vine, through the green zone, and take ourselves over to the blooded red sand biome, and hopefully there we'll be more successful than we used to be in terms of gathering as much silver as I can get my hands on. So it should be on the other side of this creep vine biome while I just regain some air here. I'm really excited to discover all the new things in the game, guys. Super excited for it, and I hope you're ready for this journey we're about to go on, because in a way, I suppose, with what we did in the previous episodes was kind of a mess. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. I just did a bunch of things, and eventually it worked out for me. But you know, it didn't work out perfectly. I'm gonna do this, by the way. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Did I just get some crash powder? Oh, there's no crash powder in there. Really? I wanted crash powder. That's a seamoth fragment. We only need one. Don't need to carry around more than that. I guess I'll take this. So we're going to go ahead and look for silver now. And also quartz is important. We have a nice store of copper, but we'll keep going for that quartz. And here it is, the biome that we're looking for. The red sand. Very dangerous, as you can see. Right off the bat, I can see a big, mean one. Workbench fragment, wonderful. And a propulsion cannon fragment. We'll take both of those. Get the fuck away from me. They look really weird. I think they might have actually changed how they physically look. I guess I'll take that. Whatever. Okay, let's get ourselves some silver, please. I'm going to need minimum 2. In reality, I'm going to need much more than just 2. So let's hopefully get quite lucky here and fairly quickly find them. We have the terraformer now as well. Wonderful. We're going to need that analyzer, and we're going to need it to get it working because we got a lot to analyze already in a very short space of time. Specifically, this biome of red sand is one of my favorites to gather silver in. And I don't mean that, oh, you know, one of my favorite biomes to gather silver in is the silver biome. No, that would be a stupid thing to say. What I mean by that is that I appreciate this biome, specifically this sort of red plain of sand, because there are very few enemies around this area. We've visited in the past another very big sand biome, and sure, there's probably a lot more silver there to gather. Thing is, though, there's a lot more enemies as well, meaning it's much harder to traverse and find what you're actually looking for. Snuck up on me a little bit, but check it out. We've got the floating fellows and our first reef back in this world, in this save. Let's smash this. There we go. We got a nice amount of silver ore now, I must say. Doing pretty good on it. Got a few bits of gold as well. Now, sure how useful those are. I don't really remember. Do I need to grab floaters for anything? I don't think I ever used them for anything at any point. Warning, there's the reef back right there. That'd been nerve-wracking. Okay, let's check our stores of items then. Let's have a look, because I've been gathering for a little while now, and it's time I go back, probably, I would say. So we'll get some oxygen and find out. You see how slow I moved? My God, we've got to fix this. Fins, please. Please, fins. And a workbench. And the analyzer. Alright. Wow, okay. The last silver I picked up was literally the last thing I could pick up. 3 gold. We have, how much is this? 7 silver, a couple of copper, a bunch of quartz. We have scrap metals. We've got some titanium to bring back. And all the analyzer and stuff to get on with. We'll store all that. Probably going to need some more actual space inside of the pod. Maybe, I don't know, a box or something. Because we have so much stuff to store and work through. But fortunately for you guys, I will be editing the hell out of this episode so that you get the best experience possible and don't have to watch me, I don't know, do inventory management. Either way, let's go back to the pod now and get ourselves sorted. Alright, so we have ourselves the still suit. We're currently missing 1 quartz before we can get the fins, so that's going to be something that I'll do. You know what, let's do that while we talk. I need to build a builder, I believe, before I can actually create myself the analyzer, the fragment analyzer, which is going to be the most important part of what I'm doing in the next few moments.
Exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the dark matter containment field. Spikes in quantum fluctuations suggest an uncontrolled cascade detonation will occur with a probability of 83.5%.
Wow, that's pretty probable. Yeah, we're going to get to see the explosion of the ship again, hopefully, which will be fun. I'm pretty sure that it rocks you back and forth if you're actually in the water. I don't think I was last time. Like, shoots you backwards or something. Kind of neat. I want to see that. So yeah, now we've got the quartz for fins. But basically, we need to make ourselves a fragment analyzer as fast as possible. And the best way to do that is by building the thing that makes one, the builder. So, Let's quickly get ourselves the silicone. There we go. Then we can go ahead and grab ourselves the ever so important fins, he says, as he realizes he needs 2 silicone, not just 1. God damn it. Alright, just bear with me. And there we have it. Fins are made. Silicone was made. Thank you, world. I'm going to move a little bit faster now, which is going to be very important. We don't have a helmet on. We should probably make a rebreather at some point. Alright, so what we're going to need is a battery and a wiring kit. Now, we do actually have a wiring kit. Thank you, world. And a battery is required. So we're going to need 1 copper. We're going to need some acidic mushrooms, which I've actually already gathered earlier. Here's some I made earlier to make ourselves a battery. There we go. And where was it actually under the builder? Builder, probably under tools. Computer chip. So it's not actually... In fact, I was completely wrong. It's not the wiring kit that I needed. It's the computer chip. That's fine. We happen to get one. That was lucky. Here we go. So, tools, builder, wonderful. And there you have it. The builder. So, whoa. Holy shit, look at all this new stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, so we got the foundations, we got the corridors, the usual corridors, whatever, the hatch, okay, and the ladder, reinforcement windows. Everything else is new. So we now have bulkheads, structural support, and can stop water flow. That's useful. We also have the eyeglass corridor. That looks amazing. Looks really nice, actually. The L glass corridor, short, and the room, just a square room. I want that. And we have the observatory. Look at the ocean life around you. Sounds awesome. Finally, the vertical connector. Vertical base connector. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but seems like it'd probably be useful. I'm really excited to look at all these things, man. Alright, then we have the power. So we now have power transmitter, which extends the range of a power source, and you're going to need gold for it. So gold is now viable. It's something you actually need. Gold was so useless before. That's wonderful. I don't know how that's actually physically going to work. If you guys do know anything about the power transmitter, any advice you can give me, let me know. Then we have the modules. Oh, looks like we have something new here. So we have the fabricator, locker, and the analyzer. But now we actually have a small locker, which takes, I guess, slightly less stuff to make, but you mean you don't get as big? So I don't know how much that's worth. I mean, you could just get 2 more quartz and then make glass and then get a locker. So then we have the sign. All right, that's pretty useful, I suppose. You can just like put like a sign up in my base and be like, this is the area where these things are and so on. I'll know, but it'll be nice, like consistency for the actual base. I like that. Then we have the bench, a place to sit. Can stop your hunger and thirst from going down. That's kind of neat. So you just sit there when you're AFK or something, I guess. That's fine. And maybe visually looks nice. And the aquarium, a living home. I can collect fish and put them in there maybe. Do you think that's like actually a feature? Like you make your aquarium and it's just empty and you have to go out and grab like Gary fish, bloaters and all the like and put them actually in there. That would be so fucking cool. Finally, we have MISC, which has nothing. Great. All right. Fragment analyzer is the thing we're going to need. We're going to need another computer.
Show severe instability in
yeah, great.
drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-.
Oh.
10, 9.
All right.
8.
Here we go.
6.
It's gonna blow up, boys.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow. Man, that is so fucking cool. Ah, that's so fucking cool. Ah, I absolutely love that. That looks so fucking goddamn amazing. Right, we're gonna need ourselves another computer chip. And then we're good to go on the analyzing, which is wonderful. Making insane progress, guys. This is awesome. So computer chips require dual disc piece and some quartz. So we need some quartz and we need some dual disc pieces, pretty much. That's fine. Let's get things sorted out. Computer chip made. Absolutely wonderful. Took maybe a couple of minutes. And that means we should have everything we need for a fragment analyzer. Now, this is really important where I place it. Because, you know, I can't pick it up again. In the pod, I would say, would be one of the safe places to do it. But if you remember, I can't actually place it in the pod, which is super fucking dumb and lame. There you go, reclaimed water. That's from the still suit, so I can just drink that. It does take a little bit of hunger, but that's a fine trade-off, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and need to make ourselves some sort of base, which we wanted to do anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take lots of titanium. And I'm going to make, I don't know, like a square thing just next to where our base is. This will not be our main base. I will say that right now. I want to plan that. I want to find a good spot for it. But I don't want to be doing that when I'm I don't know, getting through the early stages of the game. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just build a basic base with a little bit of power in it. Let's see, does it look any different? I don't think so. Alright, so you have lots of titanium. Let's just make something as simple as possible and just build, I don't know, like X corridor. Yeah, not even that. Let's not even do the complicated stuff. So let's just turn this around. If I want to use more of this, I can. And I can reclaim all of this, which is the great part. I can get all this back right away. So I'm not really going to worry about doing too much. So we need ourselves a hatch. So we're going to need some glass. How much quartz do we have? We should have enough for at least one glass there. And then the solar panels, actually, we should just put down right now. Just one. We're only going to need one solar panel. This is a sort of temporary base thing. So solar panel right there. It actually requires quartz now as well, does the solar panel, apparently. Very not happy about that. As someone who hates gathering quartz, and quartz is fucking involved in gathering pretty much everything, man. I don't really want to see more things that require quartz. Right, let's grab ourselves one glass. Then we'll go ahead and make it so we can actually enter this place. There we go. I really like the base building in this game, but it really was a little bit too simple. Like, there wasn't enough to it, which makes me very excited to see all this new stuff. And we have new voice work for when you're on your actual base inside. That's wonderful. So we'll just put our fragment analyzer down pretty much right here, I believe. Here we go. Right in the corner. Get some lockers near it if I need to. And this will be our temporary base for now. There we go. So now we're going to need to go get all of our fragments. And we're going to go ahead and build a locker in here. On the other side. Just here. Going to need more quartz actually for that. Gosh dang it. And we're back. We have all the things that we need. So we're going to go ahead and place this locker, like I said, at the other end of the room. Just as you come in on your right. And then I can store everything and anything that I actually do want to store in here. Which is quite a lot right at this moment, actually. Funnily enough. There we go. Alright, so use the basic power that we currently have to get rid of all of the scrap metal we have. Get some titanium rolling in. While we're at it, we'll also make some food because we currently are struggling on the water and hunger situation. So speaking of water, we'll get some filtered water from the one air sac and then use the boomerang fish to get some more food. You know what? I'll go ahead and use the second air sac that I currently have, which is, shit, it's unpowered. Holy crap. I used a lot of power there, apparently. So now I'm going to go ahead and transfer everything from the pod into the new temporary base. It's at least into the lockers for now, so I'm able to know where all of my loot is, you know, most of the important stuff. And I'll leave like things like the wiring kit and the like, but I'm going to move all of the things that need to be analyzed all over there, pretty much. First up, we're going to analyze the seamoth fragment, then it's going to be the workbench fragment, and then the rest is, you know, mostly just faff for now. But those are the important ones, the workbench and the seamoth. We want to get both of those going ASAP. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of upgrading here to this portable base, get some stuff, and then be back. So I was saying earlier that this is a temporary base, and I'm going to rip it down eventually. You know, I want to put it in a cool spot. But I want to say, I can go ahead and put down whatever the hell I want and then remove it later and just take the same stuff. So it's super easy for me to do something like this and apparently place one of these rooms. Holy crap, look at the size of this thing. Do I not need a foundation for it? I don't think I do. Which is probably a bad thing based on the positioning of everything. There's bad. You know what? Let's solve this issue and build it here, and then I'll just move. Well, I can just walk around the analyzer. It's fine. It's just This is a temporary base. It's fine. I just want to see this new thing. I just want to see it. It takes 6 titanium and nothing else. That's not that bad. Holy crap. Look at the size of that thing. It doesn't even require a foundation. I want to see it, man. Excuse me. Look at this. This feels so much nicer. So much better. God, I'm going to move everything in here, actually. This is amazing. This feels much better. Much prefer this system. This is great. So I've been putting a bit more of a focus onto going into the carved out caves in the world. There's actually a lot more now, apparently, than there used to be. They've actually just increased the number, and they've just put tons pretty much everywhere. So I'm really excited to explore and see them, if there's anything new in them. And hell, caves are really exciting to go in, dangerous. Plus, I barely explored any of them. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a torch at one point and go cave exploring. And I'm quite excited for it. But for now, we have all the quartz, and the fragment analyzer should be...
New technology.
Yeah, there it is. Done and done. We do need some crash powder. Try and blur this thing out. There we go. Crash powder. Got it. Wonderful. That means we can make ourselves a welder. Absolutely great. A little bit nervous about our air supply right now, actually. Oh boy, what have I done? Have I made a terrible mistake? Oh god, 20 seconds. I should be okay. Depends how deep I am. I'm not that deep. We're right next to the base. Oh, it's right there, actually, that. God, that's quite a long tunnel. Scary. So the construction requires the blueprint, which we already have, the titanium ingot, lubricant, and power cells. Where the hell do you get lubricant? What is lubricant? Okay, well, I've got everything I need, apart from lubricant. The problem is, here, let me go through for you. So basic materials, as you can see, I see nothing that says anything about lubricant. So obviously I'm going to have to use my brain and work out what the hell that means. Maybe it's like water or whatever. But no, it doesn't even say anything about lubricant. Then I thought maybe it'd be a fish that I could like use a part of, maybe. No. Wouldn't make sense that it'd be in your personal stuff or your tools. Nope. And then no idea what lubricant is. Might have to wiki it, guys. Okay, I'm a really big fan of what you need to get lubricant from, like how it works. Basically, creepvine has these weird yellow lighting on it every now and then when the creepvine's more thick and I guess stronger, right? Check out the green there. Oh god, that looks great. The lighting on it, I like it a lot. Upstalkers. Basically, it turns out that once this guy gets out of my face, those are seed clusters of the creepvine. And I guess what they do is, well, they light up the area and make it visually really goddamn pleasing, but those are actually lubricants. You need 2 of them. So you just pick it up. I'm going to get a lot of them. Check that out. And then you turn those into the actual lubricant itself at the fabricator. Get out of my face, alright? Just get out of my face. Gonna grab some quartz while I'm here, because I just spotted a few, and then go back. And I don't mind this at all, because it adds another layer to the game. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Here we go. You know, we have something that is required now in probably a lot of machinery stuff, I bet. It says for machinery. And we had something in the game that was just already there already that had no real actual use, and they've made it have a use. I really like that. And we just unlocked the workbench. Absolutely wonderful. Let's make ourselves the constructor. Things have been really going this episode. Really like it. Let's release this constructor. And I'm going to take it somewhere over here. The reason I'm taking it away from the pod and the base, the temporary base, is because we had some weird issues last time with the pods, and if that happens again, I want to make sure that, you know, we're covered. Here we go. But yeah, I really like the concept of the lubricant. All right, so seamoth. Hello. So we have the Cyclops, we have the seamoth. Titanium times 3. No problem. Power cell. No problem. Glass. No problem. Lubricant. We have some spare. I like it. Lubricant seems to be much more involved. Look at that. That's great. Okay. So, titanium we're going to have no problem getting. Power cell. No problem getting. Glass. No problem getting. So, let's go ahead and get it all. Here we go, guys. First seamoth potential. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? I just picked it up. I've never done that before. Let's climb on it this time, please. Thank you. Okay. Vehicles, seamoth. We actually need 2 glass, not 1. Damn it, do I have enough? I have more than enough. Alright, here we go. Seamoth made in record time. Oh, God, yeah, look at it. There it is. There it fucking is. Wonderful. Wonderful. We can do some exploring anytime we want. Hell yeah. Very pleased. Let's just pop it over here for now. Not even worry about it. Ah! Slap into the side of it, whatever. And next up on the list of things we need to make is, of course, this new wonderful room, the workbench. 2 titanium, 1 wiring kit, and a computer chip. We can get all of that pretty easily. Let's do it. I honestly did that in about, I don't know, 2 minutes, maybe, if that, maybe a minute. I just had everything I needed. This feels so good, guys, to just blast through all of these things that took me weeks to do and work out originally. It just feels so fucking awesome. Alright. We're gonna need 2 titanium. That's it. And I'm pretty sure we can handle that. Oh my god, I just found the mother lode over here. It's because it's in radiation. Let's be quick. I'm taking damage. We should probably go deal with that radiation some point soon. Goddamn mother lode. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. Scrap metal. And a little bit quartz. Wonderful. Here we go, boys. Time to build ourselves a workbench. Although, to do so, gonna need a little bit of titanium. There we go. Forgot that I picked up tons of scrap metal and not actual titanium. It's fine. It works out. Oh, I gotta do this. What? How many times did I get it? I think I got like 4, but it might actually have been 5. Let's have a look. This is the 4th one. Wow, I actually picked up 5 scrap metal in just 1 go. That is absolutely crazy. Just got tons in like 1 small area. Alright, workbench. Put this down right here. Done and done. Absolutely wonderful. Workbench is important for many reasons. To improve our damage when we get diamonds. Definitely improve the power of our tanks. So that's 1 upgraded. 2 upgraded. Now we're back to the air supply that we had in the previous episodes. That's amazing. We were that quick. So awesome. Then we're going to pretty much increase the swim speed if that's possible. All we're going to need is silicone. And then we've got all the upgrades. And I believe I have some silicone right here. Just 1, right? I can't believe how fast this has happened, guys. I just feel like I'm a goddamn machine right now. This is so awesome. Okay, here we go. Improve the fins. We're now moving at the exact same speed that we were moving before, I believe. That's so fucking sweet. And we have some spare dual discs to put away. Awesome. There we go. So we have the seamoth. We have a base, a mini one anyway, temporary one. We have just the basic stuff. We have the upgraded tanks. We have the still suit. We have the ultra glide fins. We have the fragment analyzer. We have the constructor. We have the workbench. My god, this worked out very quickly, and it didn't take me that long. Just 1 episode to get back to where we got to. Come here, you little sneaky devil. Sneaky devil. Go ahead and make ourselves a welder. We're actually going to need one now. So what I'll do is I'll cook that up and eat it, because I'm doing pretty bad on the hunger situation. Not doing too great on the health situation either, I suppose. But the only way to get that back is with health kits, but they're not too bad to make. We'll grab ourselves that magnesium. We'll take it back over here, get all the other stuff we need, and make ourselves a welder so we can repair our base, so we can repair our seamoth if we need it. Now, I don't remember if it needs silver or not. It might need copper. I'm just grabbing a bunch of stuff. Let's find out. Should be under tools. Welder. There it is. Crash powder. The 1 crash powder that I did actually get earlier. This one I made earlier. Tools. Welder. There you go. We also have unlocked the propulsion cannon, which we still need to make one. Advanced wiring kit, we have one of those. Battery, silicone, those are all really easy to make. Maybe we'll do that next time. Okay, insane progress made, guys. Insane progress. So goddamn happy. This base looks really nice. I'm looking forward to building more up. Probably going to move it into a better spot. Or do you guys like this? Maybe I should focus on what I've got here, since it's near the pod and everything. I could build it just around this area. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on the expansion, the update, all the new things that we've seen so far. Lots more that I'm going to focus on in the next episode now that I've got myself up and running. We still need to build ourselves another Cyclops, the new submarine, go over to the base, deal with the radiation, the actual ship, and there's lots of new biomes and new areas, new things to explore and discover. Super excited for it. Thank you for watching. I've been Hollow, you've been you, and I'll see you next time for some more Subnautica goodness. I'd like to take this moment and say thank you to two of my most generous and kind patrons over at my Patreon. Those are, of course, Leonidas the Digital Dragon and Nicholas/VPNM. They're both very generous people. They're both pledging a ridiculous $100 a month to me, and I wanted to take this moment and say thank you to those people. If you would be as so kind to say thanks to them in the comments below if you want to, I'd appreciate it. I really appreciate it, both of you guys. You're both very kind. If you want to check out my Patreon, see how it's doing, see the rewards, you know, have a look, whatever, link is in the description of every video ever, including this one. And yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone who's currently supporting me over there, and it's going to be nice to finally start saying these thank you messages every now and then at the end of videos.